Hummus. It's an ancient food that's seen a revival in its popularity because it's delicious, nutritious, and easy to share. It fits into many people's dietary requirements, and it's become sort of a blank palette that can be easily customized to fit nearly anyone's tastes. Today, we're making hummus brunchworthy by decking it out with new flavors and colors for this amazing hummus trio. Making something brunchworthy means serving food to your friends that will make them feel special. Brunchworthy doesn't have to be expensive, hard to make, or require a lot of fancy equipment. It just has to be something you put a little thought into and that you make with your friends in mind. I started Brunchworthy because I love entertaining. I love making food that tastes great and makes my friends feel special. Today I'm going to be using ingredients from Pinsy's Spices. Pinsy's makes amazing spices and spice blends, and I love shopping in their physical store that's in my neighborhood and online. I really like their products, and I love that the company has a social conscience. Check them out if you're looking for hard-to-find spices or a great new blend to try. Hummus is the original bean dip, and today we're going to honor that original and try a couple of new twists that I hope you and your friends will love. For a southwestern flair, we'll make a jalapeno cilantro hummus, as beautiful as it is delicious. An Indian-inspired hummus made with lentils and curry, and of course the tried and true original hummus with garlic and cumin. Eaten separately or together, they're big hits at my house. Now let's get started with the original. For this hummus, we'll begin with chickpeas, also called garbanzo beans. Here I've used 2 cans of cooked chickpeas for convenience, being sure to reserve the water that they're packed in. The juice of 1 lemon, 2 tablespoons of olive oil. Now that's a little less than traditional hummus, so feel free to adjust to your taste. Tahini, which is essentially sesame nut butter and helps to give hummus its very specific taste. You could use another nut butter if you'd prefer. 2 tablespoons of cumin. Garlic. I'm using 3 medium cloves, which I think gives hummus some punch without being overly garlicky. Again, feel free to adjust to your taste. And a 1/4 teaspoon of salt. Pour all of the ingredients into a food processor or blender. I'm using the Cuisinart Pro Custom 11. It's a new purchase and it's made a huge difference in the quality of hummus and many other foods I make. And at about $100, it was a bargain. The right tools make a difference. Get yourself a good food processor. Once all of the ingredients are in, blend until you have the desired consistency. Almost immediately, this batch looked a little dry, so I'll add some reserved water from the chickpeas. Add in small amounts so you don't thin the hummus out too much. At some point, you'll want to scrape the edges of the food processor down to make sure every ingredient is incorporated. And of course, test it for flavor and texture. I really like how this hummus tastes, but this would be the time to add salt, cumin, or garlic. If the texture is too gritty, just blend it a bit longer. When you're done, you'll have a traditional hummus that you can serve with bread, pita chips, or veggies for a healthier spin. Since creating this recipe, I've stopped buying hummus. This is too easy, and I really prefer it to anything that you can buy in the store. Next, we'll make our Indian-inspired lentil curry hummus. For this hummus, instead of chickpeas, we'll use 1 cup of dry red lentils. You can use any color lentil, but I love how fast these cook. 1 tablespoon of tahini or other nut butter, peanut butter would be great in this recipe. 2 tablespoons olive oil, 2 tablespoons of curry powder, a 1/2 teaspoon of salt, the juice of 1 lime, and a pinch of cayenne. Or to taste, I really could have left it out of this recipe and it would have been fine. For this recipe, I'm using the Now Curry by Pinsy's. Of course, you can use your favorite curry powder. I personally love the taste of the Now Curry. And as I mentioned before, I also love shopping at Pinsy's, so this is my choice. You can start by rinsing your lentils. Soaking them for a couple of hours before you cook them will make the cooking process go faster, but lentils usually cook in about 20 minutes, so it's not a necessity. As is normal for red lentils, they turn yellow while cooking. These really start to disintegrate while they're cooking, which is what makes them great for hummus. Add the tahini, oil, curry powder, lime, salt, and blend it until it's completely smooth, which will happen quickly. Remember to scrape down the sides of the food processor to make sure that everything is combined. If the hummus is not quite as creamy as you'd like, add a little of the reserved water from cooking the lentils. In this case, it's perfectly pureed, so it's time to taste for seasoning. You may need to add some salt, and if you like your curry hotter, maybe add a pinch of cayenne and continue blending. Pour into a bowl and garnish with sesame seeds and a shake of cayenne. This is amazing served both warm and cold. I love it with pita chips or even spread on a sandwich. This hummus is a great addition to brunch, wonderful to take to a party, or perfect when you just want a snack. Now for our gorgeous jalapeno cilantro hummus. For this recipe, we're going to start with the traditional hummus ingredients of chickpeas. Here, I've used 2 cans of cooked chickpeas, again being sure to reserve the water. 1 packed cup of cilantro, which helps to give this hummus its gorgeous green color. 3 small jalapenos. I found this gave it a kick without being too hot. Again, feel free to adjust to your taste. The juice of 2 limes. You could use lemon, but lime and cilantro complement each other so well. 2 tablespoons of olive oil. 1 tablespoon of tahini. 1 teaspoon of cumin, and a pinch of salt. You can start by removing the seeds from the jalapeno. I like to start the jalapeno ahead of everything else, but with the Cuisinart food processor it really isn't necessary. Generally, cilantro can be used stems and all, so if there are any woodier stems, remove those and add everything else in. Next, add the rest of the ingredients and puree. If the puree looks dry, like this one does, add a little of the reserved chickpea water. Slowly, until everything starts to incorporate. When you're done, you'll have a gorgeous, refreshing hummus that you can amaze your friends with. Pour into a serving bowl and garnish with a little chopped jalapeno or cilantro leaves. I love this served with sliced cucumbers, but you can serve it with pita, tortilla chips, or your favorite veggies. So there you have it, 3 brunch-worthy twists on the original bean dip hummus. Served alone or together, this amazing hummus trio has something for everyone. You can find each of these recipes below or on the Brunchworthy website. If you make one or all of this hummus trio, please send me a picture to let me know. I love seeing your creations. Have your own Brunchworthy spin on hummus? Share it in the comments below. Want to see more Brunchworthy recipes like the amazing hummus trio? Subscribe and click the bell so you don't miss out on anything new. And remember, make it brunch-worthy and make somebody's day.